Hi there, welcome to Unity Insights, a dedicated channel for beginners focused on teaching Unity. For our new viewers, myself Somnath Chaudhary and I am a professional Unity developer. In today's video, we'll discuss about prefab system. This concept can be used for 2D as well as for 3D game objects. Now let's try to understand what is prefab asset. The prefab asset acts as a template from which you can create new prefab instances in the scene. Unity's prefab system allows you to create, configure, and store a game object complete with all its components, property values, and child game object as a reusable asset. So, whenever you want to create an instance of a game object, you can use prefab concept. There are many advantages when you use prefab. One of them is reusability. For example, you have carton boxes which you want to use multiple times in your scene. In that case, you can create prefab for those boxes and place it multiple times. Because of reusability feature, the same prefab can be used in different scenes. For instance, you are using some carton box prefab in scene 1, you can use the same boxes in scene 2 and scene 3 as well. At runtime also you can instantiate prefabs. Like you want to show top scorer in your leaderboard or if you want to instantiate buttons for your grid-based games. For such cases, you can use prefab concept to instantiate the game objects at runtime. So in today's session, we'll discuss about how to design a prefab, create a prefab, set prefab parent, change prefab name, position and rotation. So let's jump into the Unity editor and see all of this practically. In today's session, I'll create a leaderboard where I'll imagine the data is coming from server. So let's create some UI first. So we'll create one panel and inside that panel, I'll create two buttons, right? Here button 1, which I'll give as replay. Imagine like our game is over. So there are two buttons. Either you can play it again, okay, or you can see the leaderboard. I'll change it to replay now, this button, and the same button I'll duplicate and I'll put it as leaderboard. Okay, so let me change the inside text as well. So leaderboard. Okay, so there are two buttons. So let me increase the button size as well by probably 360 and height might be 80, and that font size I'll change it to probably 40 something so that we can see it nicely, and I'll move the buttons little up and down like this. Okay, so this I have a panel which is like game over panel. Okay, so whenever my game is over, we'll see this game over. So let me change it to game over panel something, and I'll create another panel which would be our leaderboard. Okay, so let's create one more panel here and we'll call it leaderboard panel. Okay, so now let me hide the first panel, and in leaderboard panel we'll create a UI scroll view. Okay, so that our whatever leaderboard data comes, we'll put it inside this. So let me first increase the size probably 500, and this one also maybe 500 something, and inside this now we have to start designing our prefab. Okay, so inside content first let me put one button. Maybe I'll put one button, and before that I'll change the content. I'll add one vertical layout group, and I need a content filter as well. Content filter. Okay, so which will be vertically preferred size, vertical fit preferred size. Okay, now this button you can see it's fitting at the top left. Now I can give the width. So our scroll view width is 500. So let's change it to 500 minus this vertical whatever scroll bar, that width. Okay, so my each button size should be 480. 500 minus 20, 480. Okay, let's change it to 84. Okay, and height I might keep around 80 something. Now my button is ready. Now inside that I'll start creating. Okay, so here what we'll do, first we want to show our thing. So before that, let me do one thing. Let me first put in the top what all data we need, right? One text mesh pro will take, I mean text will take, and at the left side we'll keep probably height would be 100 something. Okay, and I'll disable this wrapping and we'll call it rank. Okay, first we'll show the rank somewhere here. Okay, and I want to change the font size probably 24 so that it will fit nicely middle center. Okay, somewhere here we'll show the rank and then we'll show the name. Okay, so this will be our rank. Next we'll show our, okay, click again, name. Okay, which will be 100 and the width of rank is 100. Okay, so that means it should be 200. Somewhere here it will start. Okay, I think the rank is little left side, so let me put it in the left and then we'll put it here. And the weight probably I can reduce more, somewhere 70. Okay, somewhere here. Okay, so now the name I'll put it as 70 or maybe 170 minus 170. I'm not sure why it's not fitting here. It's okay because this rank, okay, it is in the middle center. Okay, that's why it's becoming something like that. Okay, let's not worry that much because this is just the name and all. Okay, so the title we can see, and the second one will be name, and then we'll show the score. Okay, somewhere here, and we'll change it to probably 100 again, somewhere here, and we'll change it to score. Okay, here also let me change the name as score. Okay, so now we want to show rank, name and score. Now inside this scroll view, again we'll go to content. Okay, so if you don't want to use button, that's absolutely up to you because this is your content design, how you want to use. If you want to use again a panel, probably. So the panel width would be same 480, like the button width, and height will keep as 80. Okay, now you can see this is the panel, and inside this panel we can create some maybe image. Okay, so that we can give a nice background effect, and we'll reset all of this 0 0. Okay, so that it is nicely coming. Let me little bit add some dark color. So this is my image, this is my background. What else we need here under UI? Now we need a text for this rank. Okay, so we'll put it rank, rename it, and the position here I'll put it from left side and we'll change it to 0 somewhere. Okay, height let's keep 80, same as that one. We'll put it in the middle somewhere, and let's say rank is 0 1, so we don't need that much width. We'll keep it somewhere around 100 something. I think that is good enough. You can make it middle center. Okay, if you want you can change the font size. Let's say I want to keep it 30. Now rank is done. Now we'll do the same for name. Let's change it to name here, and then the X position would be 100. Okay, from this 100 because my rank width is 100, so I changed that position extra 100. Width I'll give another 20, maybe 200 something. Okay, and here the text whatever will come from left. Then the next property is your score. Score we'll put here, and then we'll change it to probably 300 something. Okay, and now you can make it middle center so that it comes under this circle. Okay, so now my name whatever you want as a default value you can keep it For example, I want to keep my name as well only, and the score also you can keep as 500 something, 500. Okay, so we can position this headers later. Okay, first let us design this prefab. Okay, now my prefab is ready. Okay, so this is my designing prefab. So let me change this as well. Let's put it scorecard as a name. Okay, so under my scorecard, I have an image which is my background color. Okay, and then I have a text called rank, I have a text called name, and I have a text called score. Now to make it as prefab, what we can do, we can create a folder called prefab or maybe prefabs, so that all the prefabs I can store it here. Okay, there's no necessity to create prefab, I mean this folder, but it's better to arrange things properly. So that's why I created this folder. Now I'll click this scorecard and drag and drop it here. Immediately you can see here it became blue and there is an icon change. Okay, so that means this is a prefab. Okay, so now in the here what I can do, if I duplicate this, I can see that next one is coming little down. Okay, if I create one more instance, so it is coming little down. If you want, you can give some gap as well. So here we have a spacing. Let's put some spacing in between. Now I can see there is a nice gap is there, so that we can understand there is a gap between this. And in scroll view, I just want it to be vertically up and down. Okay, not horizontal or anywhere. So I removed this horizontal thing. Okay, so now these prefabs are ready. Now I can delete all of this, and now we'll concentrate on our script. So for this demo, I have created one JSON here. Okay, so this is my leaderboard JSON, which I'm thinking that it is coming from server. Okay, so here we have a leaderboard object. Inside that leaderboard, there's a list. Inside that list, for each player's name, rank, and score is coming. Okay, so let's create some scripts here. So like that, let's create a C# script and we'll call it as scorecard, maybe scorecard. So this scorecard, what we'll do, okay, so in this scorecard we'll put it inside this scorecard. Okay, so let's double click this to open it in scene view, and then in this scorecard there's nothing. So what I'll do, I'll drag and drop this scorecard script here. Okay, now what this scorecard will do, this scorecard will keep the reference for three different text fields. Okay, we need to show our text fields, right? Rank, name, and score. We need to update all three. So for that, we need reference for these three text fields. So for this text mesh pro related stuff, you can use tm pro directive, and then here you can use public text mesh pro UGY. Okay, and then you can give the names like rank. Okay, and then you can duplicate this second one, you can keep as name, and again duplicate this, sorry, again we can give a duplicate name as code. Okay, so here it's saying that the name itself is a common thing where you can use object.name and all. So let's rename it a bit. So we'll give player underscore name, and we'll copy the same thing for player rank, player name, and we'll put it as player score. Okay, remaining all these things we don't need, so we'll remove all this stuff and we'll save it. Now we'll go back to our Unity. Okay, now once the script is compiled, okay, why it is not showing public text mesh pro text rank and all. Okay, that should come. Okay, let's come back again, open it. Scorecard is a scorecard, and let's, okay, so my bad, I have written all of this in UI manager, so we don't need that one. We'll copy all of this and put it under this. Okay, so now, and we need the directive using tm pro. That's it. Okay, so now again head back to our Unity and let's see if the fields are showing. Okay, now you can see the player rank, player name, and player score. So now we'll give the reference, direct reference. So for rank, we'll drag and drop the rank game object. For name, we'll drag and drop the name game object, and for score, the score game object. Okay, so now we are done with our prefab design, prefab creation, and script setup. Next we'll create another script here, and we'll call it as prefab manager, prefab manager, or maybe leaderboard manager, whatever you want. Okay, so as of now, prefab manager I'm keeping. You want, if you want, you can change the name. So let's open it, and what we need, we'll create. We have the buttons right here. This leaderboard button. So whenever I click this leaderboard button, that time this panel should activate. Okay, so by default this should be like disabled. Only the game over panel should be enabled. Whenever we click this leaderboard button, this panel should get activated. Okay, and this panel should get disabled. And then we can, in this panel under content, we can instantiate all our prefabs. Let's do that. So for that, I'll create a public void. Okay, show leaderboard. Probably the leaderboard is my method name. So whatever you want, you can keep as method name. So now here, what we need a string. Okay, so which is coming from server. Let's say JSON string, which is this whatever we have here, this one, we need this one. So for this I will copy this, and we'll go to this JSON on one line, right? So JSON formatter.org, this what it will do, it will make this JSON as one line. Okay, so I need this one, and then later I need this is still a JSON. Okay, but I need to make it string, complete string. So if I put it here, now I can see this is my complete string. Now I copy this full string, and here in my script I can paste it. Okay, so here what is there? My leaderboard, my rank, name, and score. Okay, so there are three objects. Now what we'll do, we need to make a class. Okay, so that is public class, and the class can be maybe whole leaderboard. Whatever name you want, you can keep it here. And this what it will do, it will take a list of leaderboard. Okay, then another class, public class, which is leaderboard. So that means whatever name we have kept here, we need to copy the same thing. This should match. Okay, and inside that what we have, this rank. Okay, so let me open it here. This rank is a integer, name is a string, again score is a integer. Okay, so like that we'll create our script. So first thing is public int rank, and then public string name, and then public int score, score, score. Okay, now I need a list of this leaderboard. Okay, leaderboard is again leaderboard, some object name you can keep. So now whenever we want to deserialize this JSON, okay, so for that what I can do, so we need to convert this JSON, we need to deserialize the JSON and store it in this class. So let's say whole leaderboard. Okay, then let's take the object name is equals to JSON. Okay, let me use the directive using newtonsoft.json. Okay, if you don't have it, you can download it from your package manager, Unity. Okay, now we can say JSON convert, okay, dot deserialize object, and then you need to pass this same name. Okay, what type of object you want to deserialize, and inside parentheses you can pass the JSON string. That's it. So now it will deserialize the whole string, JSON string, and it will store in this class. Now in this class, what we can do, we can do a for loop. Okay, for int you can start from 0 and I start from 0. I less than whatever leaderboard is there, object dot count. That means leaderboard, leaderboard dot this leaderboards, right? Leaderboard dot this leaderboard dot, okay. Okay, so I think, okay, my bad. Here I need to add the public, right? Then only it will be able to access it, right? Now let's see leaderboard dot, again now leaderboards dot count, okay, comma I plus plus. So for each, now it will give me the count. Like as of now in my JSON, there are three components, right? 1, 2, 3, three ranks. So it will look through three times. Now what I can do, for each one, I can use this scorecard. Okay. So here what I need to do, first I need to instantiate the prefab. Okay. So let's create a public variable, public game object. Okay. Score card prefab. Okay. So which I'll give a direct reference. So I want to instantiate this prefab at runtime. So what we can do here, we can make a game object, score object, or whatever name you want, you can keep it, and then we'll call instantiate. Inside the bracket, the first parameter goes the original prefab. Okay, that's my original prefab, and the second parameter goes as a parent under which game object you want to set. So for that I'll keep a public transform probably score card parent. I can keep it as a name, and I can pass it here as a second parameter. That's it. So my game object, my prefab is created, instantiated, and it is stored in this score object. Now in this score object, from this core object, I can get component, get component, yeah, this one. And what's the component we are looking for? This scorecard, right? So let's copy this name and we'll paste it here. And inside that component, what I need to access, player rank first. What would be my player rank? Whatever leaderboard is coming, okay, as a first object, probably I'll use I as a iterator, and then from there I'll get the rank. So whatever rank I'm getting, I want to put it there. Dot to string, okay, and here this is a text field, so I need to put it dot text. Okay, this is my text mesh pro UGI. Inside that, the text field is there, text property. Inside that I am putting this value. Okay, so we'll do the same thing for player name. Okay, and here I'll change it as name, and we'll repeat the same thing for player score, and here will be score. Okay, now our script is ready. What's happening here? We are getting the JSON from server, or maybe you can use like this, for example. Okay, and then this whatever JSON string we are getting, we are deserializing it and storing in this whole leaderboard object, and then we are iterating through each component. Okay, each iterating, and then we are instantiating our prefab. Okay, and we are instantiating under this parent, whatever parent we have kept here. And later we are changing the rank, whatever text is there, rank, name, and score. Okay, so let's go back to Unity. Our script is ready, and now what we can do, we can create an empty object. We can call it scripts. Okay, and let me reset it, and we'll put the prefab manager under this. Okay, now it's asking two properties. One, I need to drag and drop the scorecard prefab, which is this one. I'll drag and drop this. And second one is asking what would be the parent. So I want to instantiate under this content, right? Let me hide this one. and to instantiate under this content so that it will come under this. So let's go to script, drag and drop the content. Okay, so you can have two more game object in your script so that we can hide and show other things. So public game object. Okay, so we need to take two reference like game over panel and leaderboard panel so that whenever we're clicking this button, we can hide this game over panel and we can just show this leaderboard panel. Okay, so let's say game over panel and second is leaderboard panel. Okay, so whenever our script we call this button, what we can do, game over panel set active, we can make it false so that it will hide. And second, what we'll do, this leaderboard panel, we'll paste it here, leaderboard panel set active true. Okay, that's it. I think we are done with our script. Only thing, we need to give a reference for this game over panel, and another thing, we need to give a reference to this leaderboard panel here. So let's hide the leaderboard and turn on the game over panel. Okay. So whenever we play our game over panel should come, and whenever we are pressing this button, that should come. So let's click the on click event here. So here on click, drag and drop the script, and we call the method. So what's our method name was show leaderboard. Okay, that's it. Let's see what happens. So as of now, you can see the game over panel is seen, leaderboard panel is hidden, and under content, there is nothing. Okay. So whenever we click this button, now you can see under content, 3 clone has created. Okay. This is the original prefab and there are clones. Okay. The first clone, it's saying the name and the score. Okay. Second one, again, name and score. Third one, name and score. Okay. With the rank. So let's see whether it's matching with our JSON or not. So you can see here the ranked one Somnath with score 530. Okay, so which is all correct. The rank true Nana which is 528 and third one is Adam 525. Okay, now you can see all of these are matching. So this is how you can use the leaderboard here. Now the advantage of leaderboard now in future, if you want to add one more field, right? Let's say let's copy this and paste one more. We'll call it as rank 4. Okay, and we'll call maybe some name Ajay or something and give a, so this one no need to save it. So this is my new JSON. Okay, we are showing till rank 4 or maybe one more we can make maybe rank 5. So we don't have to change our script now. Okay, so whatever is coming from this server or maybe this JSON and maybe some name and here let's say okay 510 something. Okay, so now let me copy the whole thing, go to my one liner JSON, I'll put it here, it became one line, and now again I'll copy this, we'll make it stringify. Okay, made it stringify, and now I'll copy the whole thing and in my JSON string I'll paste the whole JSON, paste it here. Okay, all good so far. We have not changed anything else. Let's see if all 5 names are reflecting or not. Let's click one more time. Okay, my game is running and you can see there is nothing in the content, and now in leaderboard you can see there are 5 names. Okay, but we have not changed anything in script. Yeah, so this is one option. Now if you want to change anything, maybe probably you want to add one more field in your prefab, right? So if you have to change it manually, so it would be a hectic task. So what we can do, we can change the main prefab. Okay, so let's say image is there, rank is there. Okay, rank I want to put it little right side. Okay, name, okay, rank is in maybe 100. Name will put it as again 200 something. Okay, and the score whatever is there, I can put it maybe even right 350. Okay, that's too much, 320 something. Okay, and the first area what we need to put, we want to put here. I want to put the country. Okay, which country it's coming from. So and we'll make it as 0. What I can put as a default value maybe IND. So this is how my new. Let me reduce a bit here. 320. So maybe 180 something or 160. I think it's fitting now. Okay, let's change bit and what is the value? It is 400. And this is just a design part, so you don't have to worry about this much. Okay, so however it's coming. So this is how I want to design my prefab. Okay, first thing it will show my country, like which country the player is from. Second thing will show the rank. Third the name, and fourth the score. Okay, make it 80 and center aligned. That's fine. Okay, so now our prefab is ready. Now based on these changes, like we have added one more parameter called country, right? So for that, in my scorecard, we need to add one more parameter, Control D. Okay, first we'll change country as country. Okay, clear from which country it is coming. And here in my JSON also I need to change. So let's copy the whole thing, paste it here, and we'll call it country. Okay, and this would be a string. So probably IND. Okay, the first one. Second one, we can keep it again, probably USA. Third one, we can keep as a probably Germany, GER. Okay, fourth one, um, I don't know, maybe something, some country. Okay, and probably this one again IND. Let's fine, that's fine. Okay, so now what we'll do, we'll copy the whole thing. We'll go to our one liner. Let's copy and paste it here. So this is my whole one liner came, and now we'll stringify the whole text, the whole JSON. Now we have stringified this. Now let's copy and put it in my prefab manager. Okay, let's copy, go to at the end, probably from here to here. Let's remove it and paste it. Okay, that's fine. Now what we need to do here also, in this leaderboard class, we need to add one more property here, which is country. Okay, let's say we call it country. What's the name I have kept here? It's country. Okay, so let's say country here, and now what you can do, okay, so here also we need to change it. Let's copy the whole thing. Okay, name anyway, you don't have to change, make it to string. So name by default it is string, so I can remove that. Copy the whole thing, paste it here. So instead of now player name, we'll say player country, and here we'll change it as country. Okay, so whatever country we are getting from our script, we are storing it here in this text. Let's see, looks like everything is right. Now we need to head back to our Unity, and here we need to hold the scorecard. We need to give a reference player country. Okay, let's drag and drop the text here. That's one task is done. And I'm not sure, I think we are done with our script and all set up. Let's see if we play, if any error comes, we'll check that. Okay, now this is running. Let's click on the leaderboard, and you can see all the data, whatever is there in the JSON, it's reflecting here. Right, so India, US, Germany, NDL, IND, right, the same thing here. So this is how we have made change in one place, but all the prefab instances are getting affected. So this is also, you can do it at runtime. Thank you for your time and patience. Hopefully you got some insights about how to design and use prefabs. Now based on your requirement, you can create prefabs for your own game or application. For any doubt or question, please comment down below or send me your query via email, which is displaying on the screen. Feel free to book a one-on-one discovery call if you need any guidance or mentorship. The link is displaying on the screen as well as mentioned in the description. Also, I'd recommend to join the Unity Insights WhatsApp channel and share your queries there. See you in the next video. Till then, keep learning.